What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph! I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor a harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, hey, there it is, ladies and gentlemen, we have the one and only Mrs. Heretic joining us on the channel tonight. Hey now!
Thanks for having me, everyone.
All right, so Mrs. Heretic had the day off today, and she wanted to jump in and do some more reactions. So here she is, and she's going to be lending her voice to mine, and we're going to do some reactions for you tonight. And up next, let's see, we have a reaction here for AFI. So we're coming back to AFI. Yes, indeed. AFI Fans Feeling You. Come on now. Here we go. What's up?
What's AFI?
What's AFI? You mean who's AFI? They're a band.
Does it stand for something?
It stands for A Fire Inside, from what I understand.
What genre of music? Remember, I'm coming in like blind here.
Like 2000s rock. If that helps. You'll see, I promise. You'll see. Alright, so I've done a reaction to AFI before, so I kind of remember how they sound, but she has never heard of AFI, so here we go. This is a request from Mass Attack 27, and this is actually one of Mass Attack 27's 3 prioritized requests for the month of May for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So here you go, Mass Attack. Hope you enjoy the show. Mass Attack wanted to see me, but he's going to get us today. React to this song by AFI called The Missing Frame. Now, have I heard the song before? No, and I know you haven't heard it either, so neither one of us ever heard this song before. This is completely new to us. However, there's always a possibility we may have heard the song in passing and we just don't realize it. So as always, if we start listening to the song and if either one of us goes, wait a minute, I've heard this song before, we'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know us, we're going to be honest with you guys. What's up?
You forgot to mention how many views this video has had.
I'm getting to that. I'm getting to that. The video was posted by AFI A Fire Inside, and the video has 382,672 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? You ready?
I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Because here we go. All right, here we go. The Missing Frame. That's all we got. But we have the AFI here, so I'm pretty sure we're in the same place. Hey, look, this is the link that Mass Attack gave me, so if this is the wrong song, talk to him. Don't blame me. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
back into the main riff again. It's got a good groove. It's solid. There's nothing bad happening. I'll be honest with you. I'm not a big fan of the verses. They sounded a little thin to me. Like, the verses sounded thin. But I see the reasonings why. They wanted to make it so that when they get to the chorus is very full. And they wanted to have that differential between the two. So I get it. I do get it. I see the reasoning for it. I'm not necessarily a fan of it, but I do see the purpose behind it. That riff, that jumping to the octave riff, that octave jump, it's catchy. It is catchy, but I'll tell you what's really catchy, that chorus. That chorus is hooky as hell. That is absolutely the hook without question. That has got a ton of media potential and commercial potential. So, no, that chorus is definitely where the hook is at without question. What do you think so far?
The song's about suicide.
Really?
Yes.
That's what the song's about?
Yes. Don't wake me up until somebody cares. I've seen too many people die.
How are you catching this?
I'm listening to the lyrics.
I wish I had your ability. I really do. I wish I had your ability to grab lyrics.
This is why your fans keep on going, have her come on and listen to some of these songs.
I guess. Because I don't get lyrics at all. But I get chordal structures. I get chordal phrasings. I get melodic lines. I get instrumentation. No problem. The song's really about suicide?
Yes.
Wow. Well, that is a bummer. That is definitely a bummer.
And it gives me kind of that, like, you were right, early 2000s, like, The Cure type of feeling.
Late 2000s, The Cure?
Early
I think it's a little heavier than that.
I'm talking about, like, more of, like, the material that they're singing about.
Okay.
You don't listen to lyrics, you wouldn't get it.
That's true. All right, well, let's keep going here. I think we have a guitar solo. Let me back up. I want to have to pause in the middle of a guitar solo. Yeah, it's that differential that's really making the impact. And the thing is, I don't like it, but there's no denying that it's effective. That differential between having the verses that are thinner, not quite as full. I mean, they're still moving. There's still that energy there, but the sound is just not as full. And then out of nowhere, when they transition into the chorus, that fullness just comes out of absolutely nowhere and slaps you in the face. It's very effective. It is definitely effective. It definitely shows the difference between verse and chorus without question. I'm just not a fan of the verse being so thin. That's just it. But there's no way to get around it, because if you fatten up the verses, then the differential between the verse and the chorus is not going to be as noticeable. It's not going to be as effective. Well, I mean, it'll still be noticeable, but not nearly as much. Not nearly as much. vocally, the vocals are good. A little thin, a little nasally, but I mean, they're good. He's singing in pitch. Drums sound good. Bass sounds good. Bass is actually coming through in the mix pretty well. I'm pretty happy with that. Guitars sound good. I think the guitars could potentially be a little bit fuller, a little bit thicker, but then again, it might lose some of its upper register charm if it does that. It's not going to sound, because when it goes up in the upper register, it gets that little bit of a twanginess, and if you do thick up the guitars, you're going to miss that. And I don't know if you want to do that or not. No, probably not. So maybe no. Okay, never mind. Don't thick up the guitars. I mean, the riff is simple. It's not hard. You got that octave jump, and you got some variations. 1 to the 8 to the 7 to the 8, 1 8 7 5, 1 8 7 8, 1 8 3 2 3 2 3 2 3 2, and then back down to the 8 again. It's nothing difficult. It really isn't. It's a very simple riff, but like I've always said on the channel, simple can be effective when it's done properly. And the placement, the usage, making it the forefront of the riff, it really works out well, actually. If it had made that more of like a background thing, I don't think it would have been as effective. So, anyway, what do you think?
I think that the verses have to be on the thin side because what he's singing about, he wants them to hear it.
Okay.
Talking about death and somebody listening to him and somebody actually, come on, people, give a crud, like I don't want to be woken up until somebody cares.
Mm-hmm.
If you tear it, you can repair it. That's a line note in there.
Okay.
Different things that he's trying to talk about. So him making it really full, I don't think his message would come through as effectively.
So by making it thinner, the effect was to make the vocals stand out more in the mix.
Correct.
Okay.
And you have to take that. That's the reason why sometimes you just listen to the music. You'd be fine with no lyrics whatsoever, I honestly think. You could listen to music.
No, I understand the importance of lyrics because the lyrics tell the story. It's just I just don't get them. Like I don't internalize them like everybody else seems to be able to. They just go right over my head.
But you don't understand the story they're trying to tell.
Not really, no. I'm far more focused about the music and the chordal structures, the melodic lines, how you hear the chordal inversions working with each other, and how everything just kind of flows together. I'm much more about the instrumentation because that's what I was trained to do. So, lyrics, it's not that I don't care. I know a lot of people get that impression that, well, DH just doesn't care about lyrics. No, that's not it. It's not that I don't care. It's I play to my strengths. If I sit here and I try to evaluate lyrics, I'm going to have to put 100% of my energy into doing it. And even if I do that, I can almost promise you with like 98% of the time I will fail completely. But then, by putting 100% of my effort into the lyrics, I won't pay attention to the music at all. So now, I haven't paid attention to the music. I tried to get the lyrics, but I will fail. I can almost guarantee you. So now I have nothing. And I don't want that. So I'd rather play to my strengths, which is music. I know I can get the music. That's easy for me. So that's how I choose to operate. I know that upsets a lot of people that you don't pay attention to lyrics. It's not that I don't pay attention to the lyrics, is I know if I try to pay attention to the lyrics, I will fail miserably. I will not get the lyrics because they will go right over my head. I will not understand what they're saying. I will not understand what the message of the lyrics is. I will not get the story. At the same time, I won't get the music either. So, no, that's why I stick with the music. I stick to knowing, I stick with what I know I'm good at. So, that's
okay,
why I do
I'll
it.
help you, baby.
Yeah, don't you patronize me. How dare you. Anyway, let's get back to the song here. I like the build up from that. I don't know if I would call that a guitar solo. I call that more of a breakdown. For the bass and then guitar coming in with that. At first I thought it was a harmonic, but when he started to switch notes, I get the feeling he was actually using an EBow. He may have been using an EBow to be able to switch between notes within that harmonic without ever having any break in the note. Then the guitar player went to this delay patch, and I was getting shades of U2. I was absolutely getting shades of The Edge and the type of delay that he uses on songs like Where the Streets Have No Name. That whole delay pattern patch, which was very effective in the build up to chorus. So now they've gone through the chorus once. I suspect they're going to go back and repeat the chorus. I have a feeling that's what they're going to do. But that breakdown was really well done. It was very well done. What do you think?
I'm waiting for it to finish.
Oh, you just want to... Okay, fine. Interesting. Okay. Well, I mean, it works. It definitely works. You know what you're gonna say already? You already know. See, I gotta think about it. I got a lot to think about here. Let me give it some thought, and we'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was AFI with The Missing Frame. This was a request from Mass Attack 27, and this was actually one of Mass Attack's 3 prioritized requests for the month of May for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So, there you go, Mass Attack. Hope you enjoyed the show. I know what you're all set. You're good. All right. Do you want to go first? Figures. All right. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give that a 7.8. Yep, 7.8. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay. Simple song. Pretty simple song. But like I've always said on the channel before, simple can be effective when it's done properly. The chordal structure on this was not difficult at all. It was a very... I hesitate to use the word predictable, but it really was. It was predictable in its structure, in its format, where the chords were going to go to, in the chordal flow. It absolutely flowed like a river. It was very simple, predictable, but pleasing to the ear. The melodic lines fit within the chordal structure just fine. Nothing stuck out like a sore thumb. Both in the vocal lines and in the melodic guitar lines, doing that octave jump to the riff. So like 1-8-7-8 or 1-8-7-5 or 1-8-3-2-3-2-3-2-3-2-3-2 back down to the 8 again, or back down to the 1 instead of the 8. Nothing hard about any of those lines. Those lines were all very, very simple to do. What did this for me more than anything? Okay, well, first of all, the breakdown was nice. Okay, that breakdown that they did coming out of the second chorus, starting off with the bass, just playing simple 8th note pattern, blending in with the guitar, which I believe was using an EBow. I'm not 100% sure about that, but it sounded like an EBow to me because they were changing between the harmonic notes without any break at all. It was just one to the next, very smooth as glass, which leads me to believe an EBow was used. Nothing wrong with that. I love EBows. And then going into that delay patch that he was using, where I was seriously getting shades of U2. Leading up and building into the final chorus. Now that breakdown was cool. I dug the breakdown, don't get me wrong, But what really did the song more than anything for me was the chorus. The chorus was the hook, without question. It had all the commercial appeal that anybody is looking for when they're looking for a song or a riff for a commercial, a TV show, a movie, an ad campaign, a radio spot, you name it. I could absolutely see that being used without question. Now, the song was good. It was a really, really good song. I did dig it. It does have commercial appeal. It felt good. Simple, yes. Predictable, yes. But felt good nonetheless. And that comes down to chordal structure and melodic lines flowing well within the chordal structure. So, yeah, I mean, everything sounded good about that. Even the vocals. I wasn't the biggest fan of the vocals, if I'm being honest, but they still sounded good within the context of the song. So I really can't knock them all that much. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm at a 7.8. I feel good with that. What do you think?
I'll give them 1 thumb up.
1 thumb up, okay.
They're really good in regards to everything. The only thing is like you said that it was a little not full enough. It was thick.
In the verse, I felt the verses were a little thick.
Yeah. Now, I'm very much about subject matter. I like to listen to the lyrics. I like to listen to what they're singing about. I always love it when the contrast, the heavy subject, upbeat tune, that always kind of, gets me sometimes, but don't be offended, Mass Attack. I like the song. It wouldn't be one that I would put on repeat or I would listen to over and over again. But it was a good thing to experience. This is my first time hearing AFI, so maybe it might be a good idea if I hear more. Maybe they have a drastic contrast from this song to their next. But I'm coming in as a complete newbie and not knowing anything. So I give it a 1 thumb up. And maybe I need to hear more to get more of a contrast so I have something more to compare it to.
That's fair. That's totally fair. 1 thumb up would be around somewhere in the 7s. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I mean, you and I are pretty much on the same page then. Cool. All right. So 1 thumb up from her. 7.8 for me. Final score. We have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hopefully you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully we were able to entertain you. If we were able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then we did our job, and we're so glad we could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to us, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic and Mrs. Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous.
And support each other. Later.
Peace.